Hey everyone, my name is Yoshi and I play the bass. And today we're going to talk about 3 reasons why you, yes you, would want to major in music. Okay, maybe not all yous, but if you're the parent of or know somebody who's thinking about getting into studying music in college, I hope you share this video with them so that they can get the best value for those tuition dollars when they go to school. So with that said, let's get started. Reason number 1 why you would want to study music in college is so that you can practice a high level of time management and good organizational skills. When you're in high school, you have an 8-hour-a-day schedule spread out across 5 days a week. But the most important aspect of that is it's imposed on you. So if you show up to class, do some work, you can kind of tumble through and get through high school, no problem. But in college, it's a little bit different because you have 20 hours of classes, which leaves you with another 20 hours to do something with. And you can choose to squander it and watch an endless amount of YouTube videos and smash that like button, or you can choose to see it as a gift and use it, to put it to good use and use it to practice, use it to go into extracurricular activities or join chamber ensembles or do some side projects that allow you to grow as a musician and a person while you're in school. Side note, it's important to do a lot of practicing in your undergrad because it does indeed get more difficult after school to practice more. As bills start to hit, your body starts to slow down and just life starts to take a toll on you more and more. You can no longer make that quick Chipotle run at 7 p.m., pop a Red Bull, and practice for 8 hours after a long day of classes and homework like you used to be able to do in college. Now, I've noticed that many of my friends have practiced less and less as they progressed through their 20s. So the more you can do, learn repertoire, hone your improvisational skills, compose, transcribe, research, whatever the case may be, while you are younger, the more that you'll have stick with you in the future. Now, practicing time management is so crucial when it comes to being a musician, because for most of us, we're going to build a portfolio career where we drag income from teaching here, maybe some composing here, or performing here. And so the more that we can practice being more efficient with our time in college, the more effective and efficient we can be as professionals as well. Now, for me personally, I'm really glad that I learned all of that repertoire and did all of that teaching research when I was younger, so that later on, when I am putting together an audition, or when somebody asks me to play Bach's Suite 1 Prelude, which I've played many, many times for recitals and weddings at this point in my life, I don't have to worry about learning it because I've already done all the practicing when I was younger. So I just have to, spend a couple hours bringing it back up and bam, it's there. And I could not imagine trying to put together a resume or a job application or an audition or a recital repertoire list of all brand new tunes and skills that I didn't really learn until later. So when you're an undergrad, you have the opportunity to build and build in your repertoire list and your tool belt so that you have more to access from later. So reason number 2 for why you would want to get a music degree is that a music degree is a flexible degree. Now, college is kind of like a mini community to practice living life in the real world. And it's a great place to form meaningful relationships with people that can last a lifetime. There are even jobs on campus. You answer emails, and there are also clubs that you can take part in or even help run and practice the administrative skills that you'll need for real jobs. There are even gigs on campus, like the ones that the Bellas got in Pitch Perfect, where they sang for that fraternity. And of course, there are social gatherings on weekends. All in all, college is a great and safe space to simulate similar scenarios you would encounter in real life, all with people of similar age and place in life. Now, because of that, a lot of jobs and employers like applicants to have a bachelor's degree, no matter what you major in, Because, employers will say, okay, this person has a bachelor's degree. This person probably had the opportunity to develop the skills that we talked about, versus somebody who does not have a bachelor's degree, and at least on paper, it's more difficult to prove that you have those skills. Music majors especially have a boost when learning these skills, because we get to pair all of those skills with that meticulous attention to detail that we improve upon and that we focus on and are able to practice on our instruments in college. And combined with effective communication, organization, time management, we make for that much more attractive future employees. Reason number 3 for why you would want to major in music is that you get to study what you love. Now, this one kind of speaks for itself. Like, what an incredible privilege it is to be able to study and focus on what you love in your years in college. I, myself, spent 5 years getting a degree in performance and education. And if I had to do it over again, I totally would. Yes, it was work. And yes, it was a lot of, it felt like a grind. But it was good for me to experience that in something that I was so passionate and engaged in. Because it allowed me to learn that I shouldn't take my relationship with music or anything or anyone for granted. And that even if I'm passionate about that thing or that person, often it's going to be a drag and require work. But that doesn't mean it's not worth putting time and effort into. Think about the people who study accounting, for example. Not to knock on that career or major, but I don't know nearly as many people when they're 11 years old saying, what do I want to be when I grow up? Oh, I want to be a professional accountant. No. But how many people say that about music? Many people. But as far as being an accountant goes, it's a really stable job and allows them to afford their own personal Honda Fit upon graduation. So they put years of work into that major in college, despite often not being as passionate about it as we are when we're studying music. Because of that, they inspire me. So that if they can work when they don't necessarily want to, we can do that theory homework, or we can practice, or we can go to chamber rehearsal when we don't necessarily feel like it during our college years as well. So those are 3 reasons why I think it's a great idea to major in music in college. If you have other reasons why, please share in the comments below. And if you have anybody that's thinking about majoring in music, or maybe somebody who's even a music major right now, I hope you share this with them so that they too can make the maximum amount of value from their tuition dollars. So with that said, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time.